Hello, everyone. My name is Katan. I'm the founder of BossBabeBlog.com. Are you currently seeking extra income? You can join our remote sales team. The benefits are amazing. It's a contracted position, so it is not employment. However, it is a contracted commission based position. So I'm going to tell you about the benefits, and if any of these stand out to you, then this may be the right place for you. On top of that, I'm also going to tell you about the responsibilities of being a membership specialist, aka sales representative on our team. So it's a remote sales position, meaning that you can do it from any part of the U.S. Um, we would be open to outside the U.S. as well, but you would just need to send your information to our website. So first thing, you have three core responsibilities on our sales team. The first one is to know our brand, which you will understand in a training. You can schedule training whenever you want to, and you schedule your own hours due to the fact that it's a contracted position. So you can choose when you want to accept calls or not accept calls. The second thing is you need to conduct the calls, and this is where you're going to sit down and conduct a discovery call with potential clients, people who have expressed interest in becoming members of our directory and simply want to sit down and learn more about the mission and the services to decide if it's the right place for them. Third thing that you're going to do is close calls. So closing the call doesn't mean that you have to close the sale. There are no unnecessary and stressful sales goals that you have to reach. It's about you ending in a positive note, which means just providing either understanding or a solution or sharing information for the client. So if they say they're ready to get started, you would share with them what the next process will be to become a member, which is to fill out an application. If they say that they are not interested, you would thank them for joining on the call, and then you would give them a link to our Boss Babe Lounge full of free resources and upcoming events that are great for entrepreneurs, just in case they needed them, and wish them the best on their business endeavors. So that's it. That's all. If you think that you can do those, then all you need to do now is learn about our benefits and how it would actually put some money in your pocket if you are capable of doing those three things that we just mentioned and bringing in some sales. Now, the goal is not to create a salesy environment or a what's the word, competitive, uncomfortable, unhealthy sales environment. The goal is for you to give the information to the person that's calling in the discovery call and allow them to decide on if it's the right place for them after you've provided clarity and insight on what it is that we do and the benefits of being a member of our directory. So now that we've gotten past all of that, let's talk about the benefits that you would receive if you decided to join our team. The first benefit is that after your first sale, we're going to reward you with a 60% off discount that you can use on a membership if you're wanting to start your own business down the line. If you're not a business owner and you're not wanting to start your own business or you're not focused on promoting it right now, that's okay. We got more. So the next thing is that you're going to get a 10% off discount code that you can give out to other people to incentivize them to use your code to make the purchase. So if you're interested in that, then this will be a perfect idea. The next thing that we have is our generous commission. So 30% commission on every sale slash profit, should I say, plus tips. And so what that looks like is if a member pays, let's say a membership costs $1,000, you give a customer 10% off. When you give a customer 10% off, it's going to bring it down to $900. When it brings it down to $900, that means you're going to get 30% of that 900. So you would be taking home $270 worth of commission from this membership purchase. The beautiful thing about this is that it's not pressured. So you get the chance to talk to them and walk through it with them. And if they want to sign up, then they would sign up after they have been approved to be a member in the directory. So the next thing is that you get a individual monthly bonus. I did this because I've worked in sales environments in retail where the bonus was dependent upon if someone else did well or if the team did well. And even though I understand the idea of working as a team, I thought it was really draining for someone who was a top performer, bringing in sales just about every shift, surpassing by like 200%, to turn around and hear the words, you're not going to be able to get a raise or a bonus because your store did not do well overall. Of course, we do our best to promote, teamwork, but in the same breath, you are not in control of another human being and you're not in control of the entire business. So I just hated that people had to be reviewed based off of the entire store instead of individually, because I kind of feel like sometimes that's what gives people who don't work as hard incentive to not have to do too much, because it's like you're blanketed. So if we do very, very well, whether you worked hard or not, you're going to get that bonus. But the people who really wanted it are the ones that are breaking their backs to get it. And I didn't like that. So for anyone that's wanting to sign up and be a part of our team, you would be receiving an individual monthly bonus. So what that means is on top of receiving that 30% payout every sale that you make, You will also get a bonus of $50 if you make $500 worth of sales or more. And that just means you need to sell one membership. The next thing is you're going to make $1,500. Or I'm sorry, if you make $1,500 in sales, you get a $500 bonus. And if you make $5,000 in sales, you're going to get a $1,000 bonus. So that's on top of the commission that you receive. Individually, this is your bonus. Then we have a team member bonus. So the team member bonus is every month. If the team reaches the first tier, everybody gets $50 extra on top of their individual bonus, on top of their commission. The next one is if they reach the second tier, everybody gets $100. If they reach the third tier, everyone gets $500. So you have 3 opportunities to gain commission-based income. We also will provide you with a resume letter if you're able to bring in sales for our business after working with us for about 3 months. We also have a boss celebration where if the team reaches the group tier or the group goal, then you're going to be able to win. Every person wins a free gift. And then one person, the person who sold the most, is going to get a $100 shopping spree at one small business that is currently listed in our directory. On top of that, a little bit more about the workplace environment that you should expect. Number one, we are integrity-based. There is no selling out of desperation. There are no quotas. If you make your goal, that's awesome. If you don't make it, there's no, nothing negative that comes from that. The sales and the hours and the scheduling is based off of you. You schedule that when you're ready. You take the calls when you want to. And of course, if you take more calls, you increase your chance of gaining more sales, but that's solely up to you. So we're not creating a place of pressure. It's really about you sharing the information and letting that business owner make the decision after you've given them the information they need to determine if it's a good fit for them. Or if they're interested, because after they state that they're interested, you would send them to fill out an application to become a member in our directory. And then we would determine if we would be a great fit to work together. And they would receive a letter of, appreciation as well as acceptance if they're being brought on. And if not, we'll have them a little later. Hey, thanks for joining. Oh, we have our first sales representative joining us. So you guys can look forward to hearing a little bit more information about this from Nicole down the line as we continue to share these benefits. Okay, so the next thing that you're going to get is, and the next thing about our work environment is we promote a healthy work-life balance. So not going to be calling you and texting you all day and night, not going to be asking you to come in and cover last minute shifts or take on shifts, not going to pressure you into feeling like because you can't take a shift or, you can't work something extra that wasn't your responsibility, that something negative is going to happen to you. Because I also didn't like that either when I worked in retail and in sales, where I would be extremely reliable, come through for myself and other people. But then on the days when I just really wasn't feeling good or I was tired and I wanted to rest, I felt pressure sometimes by my leaders. They would make me feel like if I don't take on this extra responsibility that I never committed to, then I wasn't, being conducive to the team environment, which is not the case. I just need people who are reliable. And if you can show up for the calls that you book, that's all that matters. Show up for those calls, answer those calls, schedule them based off of your own availability. So you don't have to overbook, you don't have to overschedule, and it can be based off of what works for you. You can actually take the time to review your schedule and then come and create your availability, and people call you during that time, or people can book a call with you during that time. Last but never least, we have accountability focused, but overcommitment avoidant. So like I said, we just need people who are reliable, who can show up, make the call, give the information on the dates that you commit to show up for. Outside of that, nothing else is needed. And on top of that, we are not pressuring or making anyone feel like you need to take a certain amount of calls or quota. You just do what flows naturally for you. And as you start to get comfortable with it, if you decide you want to take on more, you can take on more. If you're seeing a great benefit from it and you would like to take on 5 calls a week, you could take on 5 calls a week. If you just want to do 1 a week, do 1 a week. But, however you want to do it. But the focus is not to pressure you or make you feel like, someone's standing over you. The focus is for you to feel comfortable sharing the information and know that there's no pressure behind it. You are there to give the information, and they are there to hear it and decide on if it makes sense for them. And if it does, you are pushing them to the next step, which is to fill out an application about their business, about where they're going, and then receive a response within 8 to 14 business days of if they have been approved to be a part of the directory. And if they are approved, they will receive a business contract, and then they will be added to the directory and their marketing experience will commence. So That's all I'm looking for. If you're someone that finds what I just said, anything of what I just said, attractive, and you're looking for extra ways to make income, then I highly recommend checking us out. You're going to text TEAM to 833-705-4352. 833-705-4352. And when you text TEAM to that number, you're going to receive assistance. You'll be able to book a interview so we can sit down and I can interview you. You can interview me because the interview is mutual. It's about finding out if we're a great fit for each other. And it's also about making sure that we align because, again, this is some great benefits going on. So I want to have a team of, excited, passionate, transparent, integrity-based individuals who want to come on, help other business owners find great solutions and community and make some great money in the process of doing it. And if that's you, then you want to go ahead and text that number that is attached to this live. So now that I've shared that, I am going to go ahead and shout out one of our show sponsors. And she's actually here on the show with us. So Nicole, who is the founder of JC Fashion Finds Boutique, a style that fits your everyday and your standout moments. Thank you, JC Fashion Finds Boutique, for sponsoring the Boss Babe Business Show. We truly appreciate you. Our Boss Babe Business Show is what I was discussing earlier for any entrepreneurs that are wanting to have their brand advertised. As of now, we're doing $0 interviews. It is $0 to apply and it is $0 to be interviewed on our show. And what that does is creates a cost-effective way for entrepreneurs to advertise their brand if they're having a funding status where they're unable to spend as much on marketing and advertising. It also creates a platform for my directory members to come and talk about their brand whenever they see fit. So it's a 2-in-1 for me. 2-in-1 for the entrepreneurs and for the sponsors who decided to sponsor us. We are, shouting them out and sharing their information. So there you have it. Of course, we're so glad to have you in the community, Nicole. And I'm going to share this live now that I have our sponsor on. And then we're going to get back to talking about this opportunity for anyone that wants to take advantage. I've developed a system. When I don't have someone sharing these videos for me, I am posting our sponsors, giving everybody a chance to learn about them. Screenshot this video if you want to go back and learn about JC Fashion Finds Boutique. The QR code takes you to their website. And then afterwards, we get back to what we were discussing. So give me 1 second. And I hope everybody's Monday has been going productively so far. Okay. All right. Here we go. Okay. So let's bring it back to the conversation, the initial conversation. We are so glad to have you in the community, Nicole. And another reason why I think that you're an awesome person to have on our sales team as well is because Nicole is a very transparent person. For anyone that has not already done business with her, shopped with her, or experienced her communities, she's very transparent. She has integrity and she doesn't mind giving you that transparent response that you're needing. It's not motivated by any other motives. And I appreciate people like that. Some people don't appreciate people like that who are direct and transparent. But I definitely appreciate them because it saves you time. Because if you agree with it, then that's awesome. And if you don't agree with it, that's still awesome because you don't have to waste any time trying to push any further because they've honestly shared with you where they stand or what information they have for you. And I think that that is one of the biggest acts of love and appreciation that a person could ever give is by being transparent. So that is one of the things that I do admire and really do appreciate about Nicole. And so when you are calling, if Nicole happens to be the person that you're speaking with on your discovery call, you can expect that the information and the responses that she provides are going to be motivated by giving you information and learning about our community versus just trying to get you to sign up. So we would love to have that. Let's see. Yes, you are. That's so funny that you said that because I just had flashbacks of a few directory members who have done that. So Tiffany said, my question is, are we able to take advantage in more than one opportunity? For example, I would like to be a part of the directory and take part in sales. Yes, you are able to take advantage. How I would recommend doing that is after you've texted, so you're going to text team to 833-705-4352. and give us about 1 to 8 business days to get a response back to you so we can get you the benefits information for you to read yourself and look through. But you're going to do that first, and then you move to the directory if you would like to take advantage of the 60% off discount that you receive as being a part of our contracted sales team. And the reason why is because after you make your first sale, we reward you with 60% off of a membership in our directory. And so as of right now, we have 3 different tiers. There's been a lot of changes happening, so I am going to do a video and talk about that because I know a few of my members, they're probably like, what? The name, at least the name of the membership has changed. But there's 3 tiers. So you can look at the tiers and then you can choose which one you like the most, and you get 60% off of that tier, and you'll be advertising our directory at 60% off for the entire year. But that comes after you make your first sale as a sales representative on our team. So that's why I recommend joining the team first. And then after you join the team, you make your first sale, you get 60% off of your own membership if you're wanting to use it for that, but you're able to do that. But yes, you can take advantage of both. I have a lot of business owners that I have collaborated with in multiple ways. So we have like members that I have collaborations with, paid collaborations, free collaborations, sponsorships, donations. Nicole is actually a perfect example of that. Nicole is a sponsor to our Boss Babe Business Show. I also have a collaboration with her for her apparel. So I'm selling her. Well, I've sold her apparel. There's actually no more. There's no more because she donated 2 of her sets to our Soft Girl Sunday event for one of the women to win. But then also the other ones we sold. So I've sold her products on my show. She's a member of our directory. She's also a part of the sales team, which is awesome because she can tell people about her experience as a member, but also she can give them a little bit more insight to the community. So I'm excited about that too. And it's cool because you get to share your experience as a member. You get to share, your experience as a member, but you also get to share the benefits, and then you get to learn about their goals and, how you can help them understand if it's the right fit for them. So it's just a great conversation. It's not really, the sales. Because I've worked in sales, and it's a dreadful thing when you have like either a micromanager in any realm, whether you're working in sales or not, or B, the type of managers where they're like forcing you to shove the sales down someone's throat when that person is clearly expressing that they are not interested. Because I remember a time when I had an individual that was checking out in retail, and I was checking them out at the cash wrap, and I'll never forget this. This person had just got done going to a funeral, and they were telling us, you have to ask every person when they get to the cash wrap, do they want a credit card? And the manager that was on duty was a micromanager. And so they were saying, they were listening to see if everybody was asking about the credit card. But the woman just got done telling me that she just came from a funeral. She just had a flat tire and all these different things that were going on in her life. She did not look happy. She did not look like she wanted to be there. She wanted to get her stuff and go home and just enjoy the rest of her day. The little bit that she had to enjoy. So in the process of that, I was telling her, checking her out, and my manager's in the mic. He's telling everybody ask for cars, and I'm telling them, okay, I can't ask for cars right now. She's really not in a good mood. And after that interaction, I was told that I should continue to push, but you should really listen to people. People will tell you what they want. And if they're interested, they'll show you. And also, I think we should try to be somewhat emotionally aware and considerate. And I don't think that some leaders create a space for us to have that in sales environments. And that's where I wanted to be the change in my own team. So if you're wanting to come on and just see how it feels to make extra money, work with us for about 9 months, because that's how long the contract is, unless it goes well and you decide that you want to stay after performing, then that's different. But that's what it's about. It's a no pressure experience, and you still keep your full-time job. You still work other places. This is a contracted position, so it's not employment. That is why I'm not recommending that anyone quits their job. I mean, if you're really that good at sales and you that good and you just want to get in there and go for it, I'm still not recommending that you quit your job. I still recommend just dip your foot in there. But if you're interested, you're just going to text the word team, all caps TEAM, to 833-705-4352. And we can make some money together. And it's a win-win situation. We're making money. We're not pressuring people. We're giving them integrity-based responses. We're giving them the facts and information about our platforms. And so a perfect example of what that might look like is you might get on a discovery call with someone and they may ask, okay, well, if I do decide to become an elite member, which is our medium tier, what would be the benefit of me being a panelist on the podcast? Where does your podcast actually reach, and what does it look like? Will I be able to make sales off of that? And from that point, you would share with them all the stats on the podcast that you will be provided with in your training, that you can book whenever you want or schedule whenever you want. And it's only 20 to 30 minutes long. We have a group training option and we have a one-on-one training option. One-on-one training can be scheduled at any time. Group training, I think, is like a set date out of the month for the team, because it's a training session. And then if you want to just come and chat and bond, we can do that too. But yeah, so when they ask you that question, you could tell them, and I'll give you an example. You'd say, well, for the podcast has over 6,000 downloads. Downloads means listens. On top of it having over 6,000 downloads, the podcast will be streamed on multiple platforms: Amazon Music, Spotify Music, RSS, iHeartRadio, YouTube, Facebook, Twitch, Twitter. I'm sorry, not Twitter, Instagram. And some of the hottest platforms, or some of the heaviest platforms, are going to be on the YouTube channel. The YouTube channel currently has 13,000 views per month at this moment, and over 215 subscribers. So that is what the platform looks like. It's about 90% women and 10% men. These women will need to buy products for men, so don't count them out. For example, if you were selling care packages for young men to take care of themselves better, it's women, they have sons. They're probably going to want to purchase some of those packages for their sons. So there are moments where your products or services will still be tailored towards women because they would purchase them. And that's how you would give the information. And if they would say, okay, well, when it comes to sales and stuff, sales can come from the platform. They have come. I've been able to generate sales, leads, collaborations, partnerships, sponsorships, long-term relationships in business for the members of our directory. However, I always like to stress that we are the platform. We are the platform. We are the projector. They are the message. So whatever message they're sending, whatever marketing they're sending, or not necessarily marketing, but like, what does their website look like? What are they trying to say? What call to action are they giving people? How clear is it for them to shop? Whatever information they're providing, we are projecting out into the audience. And so we will give feedback through our branding consultations, but sales may vary depending on your industry, but also depending on your overall business performance, where you're at right now, because this is not a instant gratification process. It's not a overnight become a millionaire process. This is a building block process. And so I never want to promise instant anything, because that's just not realistic for, at least in my experience, for business. It's better to build so you can have something of quality and consistency to bring in a consistent audience. And so that's what we focus on here, is starting from the ground up. Now, if they already have their marketing and advertising stuff taken care of, and all they need is for me to promote their brand, then that's a different story. And most likely, I'm going to recommend that they sign up for the Elevate membership, which is our highest tier membership. And I recommend they sign up for that one, because that does guarantee a certain amount of sales. That guarantees 100 sales. That's what comes with the funding for that membership. The other memberships are not guaranteeing that set amount of 100 sales. However, they are placing you on the same platforms that the Elevate membership will be placed on. So each membership that you sign up for, it increases. The higher you go up, the higher your exposure, visibility, assistance, one-on-one, meetings will be. So that's how you would determine which membership is best for you. And again, you would have your 10% off code that you would give them. They use your code. We can track you through the code, or we will show you how to create a payment link. You can send the payment link to them when they are ready to make that purchase, once they have been approved to be a part of our directory. Let's see, anything else? Other things you should know about our directory is that, this is a environment that's about creating a holistic experience for our consumers. So I want them to come to the directory and be able to book a finance consultation and a wellness consultation at the same time. Or I want to be able to buy some shoes and be able to buy an outfit at the same time, because all the brands that provide these products are all listed on the directory. And so that's what our directory is about. And we have restructured our memberships. We've restructured the qualifications to be a member in our directory. We've restructured our contract to provide an elevated experience, an elevated marketing experience. And we also have a new layout for our shoppers on how they can shop different items. So we've just been adding, we have a section that says shop small businesses, but then we have buttons, and you can click on the buttons like finance, travel, business to business, entrepreneurship, things like that. That's what you'll see. And we're going to continue to add those category by category. So hopefully that gives a little bit more insight about this opportunity. If you're someone that's interested, you're going to text again the word team, all caps team, to 833-705-4352. And you can come and join us. And if you still have questions after watching this video or concerns, things that you just want to know more about before you commit, then you're more than welcome to send a text message to our business, and we'll be more than happy to assist you there. After I've said all of that, I think that I've gotten all the information I need to. So I will be back to talk about another wonderful event that we have, or a wonderful opportunity that we have going on inside of our community. Let's see. We did go over our Boss Babe Business Show. I'm going to briefly share all of the lives we did today. So I shared a free sales webinar earlier on my YouTube channel. I shared a $10 website platform or website course at 9 a.m. to 9:30 a.m. April 4th, Saturday. I shared a $0 business interviewing opportunity available April 2nd from 6:50 p.m. Central Time to 8:50 p.m. Central Time. It's not a 2-hour interview. It's about a 20 to 30-minute interview, maybe less than 20, and you can come and advertise your brand and talk about one thing that's important to you. I shared our Soft Girl Sunday event coming up on April 5th, Sunday. It is on Easter Sunday. However, you don't have to celebrate Easter to come out, because we're not necessarily doing an Easter themed event, but it is going to be fun, and there is going to be a scavenger hunt for little ones, and it is kid friendly, and it's about uplifting women. So anyone that likes that can come and bring their little ones and have a great time. Let's see. That's pretty much all I'm going to go over there. Oh, our Small Business Expo, $10 to join. Final sale opens on April 4th, 3:30 p.m. Central Time to 5:30 p.m. Central Time. Each interviewee comes on, sells their products for 20 minutes straight. If we have extra slots, you'll be able to sell for longer. And then what else? It's going to be on our YouTube channel. Okay. I think I've pretty much gone over everything. I will meet you guys back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We have 6 more videos left to do today. The next video that we are going to talk about is, let's see. We are going to talk about our signature membership. So if you're interested in learning about our signature membership, you can come back. Thank you so much, and I'll see you guys in about 1 minute. Bye-bye.